Happy Thanksgiving. How was it? I have family here in town. In fact, a lot of family. They have overflowed into my filming space. So welcome to the recording studio. I hope everybody's holiday season is going well. I'm here to maybe relieve a little bit of that shopping stress, give you a handful of ideas. If I sound weird while I'm talking, it's because I just got Invisalign yesterday and I'm really self-conscious about it. But I have a gigantic list of gift ideas for the gamer and streamer in your life, whether that's a significant other or a friend or a family member or even you. Because self-love is important. Seriously, over 30 things, and I will be linking to every single one of them in the description down below. Some of them will be affiliate links, so if any of these pique your interest, please click that link. It helps out the channel a bunch. Some of them aren't because there aren't affiliate links, and that's okay. Doesn't matter. Let's find something great together. Hey streamers, the sponsorship on this video is kind of a big deal to share with you. Did you know that there are smart stream packages? These are full stream design packages that let you customize every aspect of the design. You get to customize the color, the layout, the text, the size, the pattern, the whole shebang without needing to have any design skills. And on top of that, they have smart engineering built in, so you can create your own alerts, event lists, goal meters, chat widgets, and you don't need to know anything about code because the sponsor of this video, VBI, did all of that for you. The package just works directly with Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or even directly into OBS if you want. Here, why don't I just show you a couple? This one is DotWave. It has a totally modular screen, so you can reposition, resize, and replace elements. And it has responsive widgets that can be resized to fit any layout, plus a ton of other stuff that I don't have time to specifically show you about this. This one is called Cascade, and it is a gorgeous and clean design. Huge fan of this one. This one is called Spectre, which is flashy, but yet still somehow super classy. There's a part of me that's like a tiny bit angry that these didn't exist when I started streaming, because these would have been a huge help and a giant money saver. Plus, by using code Senpai Stream, spelled like this, you get 20% off. And there are literally hundreds of these. So go check out the link in the description below, go see the store, go browse all of them and see which one you want to use to make your stream look incredible for a ridiculously low price. Link down below. Back to the video. Thanks, VBI. I've got like 7 categories of things here. So like if something in the beginning doesn't interest you, just wait. Just hold off a sec. I'm gonna like roll the dice. Which one do we start with first? Hold on. Let's start with gaming peripherals. Things like mice, keyboards, the stuff that every single person needs, and oftentimes everybody needs an upgrade. At the top of the list, which doesn't matter because they're in no particular order, let's start with the new released Logitech G502X, their brand new wireless mouse. There's finally an upgrade to the world's most popular mouse, the G502. There's a wired version, a wireless version, and like a wireless version Pro or something that has like extra RGB. The new RGB looks nice. There's a dark version and finally a light version, which is nice. I've been using Logitech's previous 502. Their wireless tech has 0 latency. It's awesome. And now for your other hand, the keyboard I've been using for a while and I am obsessed with. It is the G915 TKL. The TKL stands for 10 keyless because when you're gaming, you don't use the 10 key, chop that thing off, get some extra room for aiming. No one likes to try to hit that flick and hit the number pad instead. It's a wireless keyboard that connects both through a typical USB key and also through Bluetooth, so you can actually connect to 2 computers at a time and toggle back and forth. Super nice feature. It's low profile, but super satisfying and sturdy feeling key clicks. You'll love it too. For console players, specifically Xbox players, did you know Xbox has a custom controller maker? Shouldn't say maker, designer. You can go in and custom design the color of everything from the front plate to the retro kind of buttons to the color of the paddles on the back. I made my own and I was 1 click away from the buy button and I was like, I don't need this. I have a perfectly decent controller, but if I didn't, I would have clicked it. Speaking of custom colored things, I say this one every year because I've been a fan I literally bought my first colorware item back in 2011. This company's been around for forever and they're phenomenal. Colorware will custom color so many different products. If you have some piece of tech, they probably have a custom colored version of it. I currently use a custom colored gaming mouse, gaming keyboard, Xbox Elite controller, AirPods Pro, and original AirPods. But the one that started it all was a Magic Mouse back in 2011. Good times. But how about a wireless gaming headset? I still use my trusty Arctis Pro Wireless. I'd say my 3 favorite features of this headset are super low latency wireless, a line-in jack on the back so I can connect it to my USB microphone or whatever, and the hot swap. I kept saying hot swappable battery, but I was told it's not hot swappable because you have to turn off the headset. But a swappable battery where the base station is also the charger. So you always have a charged headset. You never have to set it on a charger. You never have to plug it in. You just swap out the battery, and while you're wearing out this one, you're charging the other one. Love that headset. The Elgato green screen is on sale right now, at least on Elgato's website. So if you've been looking for a green screen but don't have a place to put it, you want it to retract into like a little bin, that's your chance. Not only is it super easy to store because of that, but also it never has any wrinkles because it's always pulled tight by the springs and stuff. Anyway, last gaming peripheral is a fantastic one. If you've never used a gigantic mouse pad that goes both under your mouse and your keyboard, you have no idea what you're missing. And guess what? We have our own design. Check out the Senpai mouse pad. I don't even remember what size it is. I want to say it's like 30 or 36 inches across. It's nuts. There's a light version and a dark version, and they definitely don't say hentai on them. Next one, let's jump into some cameras. I got a couple of them listed for you. Let's start with webcams. First off, the Elgato Facecam is on a massive sale right now. I have gone through so many webcams, and my two favorites of all time are the Elgato Facecam and the Elgato Facecam Pro. There's something about these two cameras that just look leagues above all the other cameras in the similar price categories. And on top of that, they come with the Elgato Camera Hub software that make it incredibly easy to get the perfect look out of your camera. The Facecam is a 1080-60 webcam, while the Facecam Pro is a 4K 60 webcam with a massive sensor. The image quality looks incredible. I want to say I audibly gasped the first time I plugged it in and turned it on. I have to take these out for the next video. Feel like I'm just lisping the whole time, and my enunciations aren't coming across the way I want them to. How am I doing with these in, by the way? Comment down below. I'd appreciate that. But if you're looking for something a little bit beefier than a webcam, maybe you're ready to jump into mirrorless territory, let's talk about the Sony ZV-E10. This is probably my favorite mid-range camera for people looking to get a little bit more serious, but aren't ready to jump into multi-thousand-dollar full frame cameras yet. This camera you can get with both a body and a lens for less than $1,000. It's got a flip out screen. It's got a ton of features designed around vloggers and content creators, including a simple button that blurs your background for you. And not a digital background blur. It actually messes with the settings inside the camera and the lens to get you a natural bokeh. Great camera. Highly recommend it. Last camera is a really interesting one to get some of those neat, unique shots. If you're looking to add some spice, some variety to your content, or maybe you're going on a trip soon and you just want some really cool footage, the Insta360 X3. This thing has been in almost every YouTuber's arsenal as of the last 6 months. It's a dual lens 360-degree camera that also has an invisible selfie stick. If you're wondering how people like Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon get shots like this, look really closely at their hands. They're actually holding a selfie stick that the camera removes from the image. You can get some really cool shots this way. Next category, how are we feeling about the momentum? I feel like we could even speed it up a little bit. Let me throw a couple quick streaming peripherals your way. We're just gonna call this the Elgato section. It's 3 Elgato things. First off, their brand new Stream Deck Plus they just released the other day. It's a Stream Deck with knobs, meaning you have the buttons, you have a touch screen, and you have 4 dials. This makes it really great for volume control of your system and really great for creative productivity. I've already mapped my knobs to do things in Photoshop and Final Cut Pro for all my editing and creative workspaces. But if you're not looking for one with knobs, you just want more buttons, the original Stream Deck Mark II is actually on sale right now. This way you can get all 15 buttons at a pretty decent price. Also on sale right now is the Elgato HD60X. So if you're looking for a new capture card or an upgraded capture card, something that can do variable refresh rates or all the way up to 4K, pick up the HD60X. It's on a pretty massive sale right now. It is a top of the line capture card for a mid-level capture card price. Go check it out. Let's jump into audio stuff. Let's start with some mics. On the low end, the affordable side, let's talk about the Wave DX. This is a $99 dynamic mic, which is an amazing price. It sounds great. It's got an amazing one-sided swivel arm, so the XLR cable doesn't get bumped as you try to move it around. And then at the premium end, we have the Logitech Blue Sona, which has some amazing technology built in. You've got 2 EQ switches on the back, very similar to the Shure SM7B. You got the low cut on one side, the presence boost on the other, and you have their Clear Amp technology, which basically has a built-in preamp. You know how before you couldn't use the SM7B on some weaker preamps? Well, this one only needs like 25 to 30 dB of gain. which is pretty bonkers. A premium microphone that can be used on low-level preamps, and it sounds awesome and it looks amazing. I'm a huge fan of the design. But how about USB mics? Did you know that the Elgato Wave 1 is $50? And it's all you need. Plug it in directly into your computer, comes with the Wavelink software, you can control multiple channels, multiple mixes, $50. That's not even a Black Friday deal, it's just always $50. Bonkers. But as for my favorite USB microphone, I use the Beacon mic in my current streaming and gaming setup. It's a USB dynamic microphone with the digital signal processor on the inside and incredible software with a ton of plugins built into it. And because of the built-in DSP, you can add EQ, compression, noise suppression, all of these custom designed plugins, and the processing is all done on the microphone, so it doesn't take up your computer's processing at all. It's a great mic, especially for people with some maybe lower spec PCs. Plus it's got a really cool RGB ring around it, and let's be real, that's what we're here for. But let's say you have an XLR mic, what do you plug it into? Let's talk about XLR interfaces. My favorite one right now is the Wave XLR. It's affordable, it sounds great, it comes with awesome software, and with the newly released Stream Deck Plus, you can control everything right at your fingertips. Check it out, we're in a professional recording studio. There's a Wave XLR right there. We use it here in the studio. Not to record, just to stream in here. Beacon also has an interface. It's not really an interface because you can't plug a microphone into it, but it does control your entire audio setup on your PC. So if you have a different mic or interface or USB mic that's plugged in your computer, but you want that entire suite of software, just pick up the Mix Create. I use both their Mix and Mix Create in tandem at my setup. Favorite setup I've ever had. Let's jump into some lights. These are fun. Elgato is having a sale. Do we have a counter on how many times I've said Elgato in this video? I'm really sorry. I try not to. They just make really great stuff. And a bunch of it's on sale right now. The Key Light Air is on sale right now for $100. That is a fantastic, super bright, smart light for $100. Also, one of my favorite lights, the Aperture MT Pro. It's a tiny beam light that's super bright. It's RGB, it's battery powered, and it has magnets on the back. I'm using it right now. Check it out. It's my fill light. I don't think I've charged this thing in 2 weeks. I use it all the time. Still got an hour and 3 minutes of battery life on this thing. If you see some cool colored lighting in my B-roll shots, it's one of those. But if you're looking for something even a little bit more mobile, maybe something you can fit in your pocket, their MCs are fantastic. Tiny little RGB WW panels, super bright, super colorful. Take them anywhere and have good lights with you wherever you go. And lastly, if you're looking for something a little more over the top, maybe a little bit bigger, something like practical that can show behind you, I really love the Amaran T4C. In fact, see this blue light over here? Check this out. It's the T4C. I only have it set to like 60% right now. That thing is so bright and it's battery powered. Let's talk about some desk accessories. One of my favorite things on this list, very underrated, this tiny little wireless Logitech mouse charger. It's off-brand, it's not expensive, but it works so well and it's the easiest way to charge your mouse. Second is a tiny little tripod that I use for my camera. It's called the Mantis Pod. I have gone through so many mobile tiny tripods, like vlogging tripods. I've gone through Gorilla Pods of multiple sizes. I've gone through the Switch Pod. I finally landed on the Mantis Pod. It is almost perfect. I love it. It's easy to open and close. It's shorter, so the camera doesn't shake as much when you're holding it. And it's got a little hook, so it can grab onto stuff like on the wall. It's easier to put it anywhere. Really cool. And of course, I have to mention one of my favorite accessories that I use almost everywhere in the studio, the multi-mount / wall mount from Elgato. If the camera's not mounted to something using a Manfrotto arm, which, oh, I should mention that one too. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in here after this one. It is mounted using the Elgato multi-mount system. I have lights, I have cameras, they're all mounted to desks, they're mounted to walls, they're mounted to other mounts, all using the Elgato multi-mount system. They now have a ton of accessories to go with it too. Clamps, shoes, iPhone mounts. If you have something and you need it to go somewhere else, this is a great way to do it. PC hardware, I don't want to talk too much about this, but I will say I went on Amazon just like 30 minutes ago and I found 30 series GPUs at regular prices with next day shipping. Now, what is this, 2015? When did that happen? I found 3060s, 3060 Ti's, and 3070 Ti's. Next day shipping. I'm gonna link to all of those below. That was really exciting. Other than that, what I'm gonna do is I have kits that show recommendations and also my personal builds. I'm gonna update those and I'm gonna link those down below for any PC recommendations. Go through and see what I use and what I recommend in there. They'll all be affiliate links, so thank you. By the way, if you want like a deeper dive or any review on this stuff or a great way to send this information to someone else, other than sending them this video, of course, we're working on revamping our website, senpai.tv. It's almost done. But in the meantime, we're gonna take this entire video, make it blog written format, links to everything in there, information all in there. If you want a deeper dive, go check it out. Let's talk about software, digital solutions, stuff you maybe can't hold in your hand. Sometimes these end up being the best gifts. You ever open a gift and you hold it, you're like, this is awesome, I've wanted this. What do I do with it? I feel like that happens every time I buy something nowadays. Have I just become addicted to hitting the buy button? Not the time, Harris. For the aspiring creative looking to broaden their horizon, Adobe always does a sale this kind of year. I will put a link to the Adobe discounts down below, so check that out. That one is also an affiliate link of our animator, Sir. So if you're looking to support the whole crew, it's a great way to do it. Second, I know you saw the ad earlier today, and that was an ad. This part is not an ad. This is just my personal endorsement. VBI makes amazing things, and the sponsor on this video is really great. Full designed, customizable stream solutions, everything you need for your stream. It's a great time to do that. And then lastly, just a couple plugs of the software that I use. When I make thumbnails, I use Pixelmator Pro. There are more advanced options out there, but I found that Pixelmator does the best job of highlighting me and my hair and separating me from the background. And that one feature saves me dozens of time on thumbnails. So that's why I use that. For our videos, we edit with Final Cut. We also use Motion VFX's plugins, especially MKBHD's plugin pack. I also use two different LUT packs in a lot of videos. One of them is Johnny Harris's LUT pack. The other is Maddie Hapoya's LUT pack. This is a great way to get incredible colors out of your camera for either those of you who don't know how to color correct yet and just want good colors, or those of you who do, but don't have the time to do it with every single shot and just want it to look good really fast. But I think that's it. I think that's everything. Did I miss something? Do you have any suggestions? Put them in the comments down below. If you're still watching, please hit the like button because it's free and it's engagement and it helps out the video a lot. And you're still watching now, so I know you liked the video. Enjoy. I hope it helped. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, happy streaming. Did I say that? Happy streaming. Gosh, these are killing me.